Go to any major city in the country and just ask them what churches have a major night dedicated to the prayer meeting. Ministers, these pastors, it's so phony. They're talking about God answers prayer and all that. Well, if he does, why don't we try it? It's so hypocritical, but it's like an industry now. It's a culture, I should say. It's a culture that we give lip service to these things. But how many churches do you know take a main night with the leadership there and say, listen, we're going to call on God. There's a time to teach, yes. Time to worship. Time for the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir to sing. Time to evangelize. There's a time for everything. But if we don't pray, what's going to happen to this whole thing? But how are you going to get people to pray if they don't care about anybody? Intercessory prayer means you feel for someone else. I've noticed this. You can't get people to pray for hardly anyone else, but let their daughter get in trouble. Let their son get in trouble, and you see copious tears. Why? Because they love. Without love, you can't get people to pray. Tell them they ought to. Tell them to get the disciplines of the spiritual life. It's to no avail. As Brother Blackaby said so well, love is the discipline. When you love, you're driven. I used to be preaching when Chrissy was away from God. I used to be preaching, and in the middle of my message, as God is my witness, my heart used to begin to intercede for Chrissy in the middle of a sermon. And I used to say to God, oh God, help me. I'm going to lose my train of thought. The people deserve something better. You couldn't stop me because I was in love with her. I'm in love with her. So we're working on prayer, and God's saying, but I am love. I am not prayer. I am love.